Most expensive watch brands in the world in 2022. The concept of the wristwatch dates back to the production of the earliest watches in the 16th century. We have come a long way since then. The design, features, and working principles of watches have evolved a lot over time. These days, expensive mechanical watches aren't just about telling the time. They are more like functional jewelry that wealthy people purchase as an investment and hobby. But what makes these watches so expensive? Incomprehensibly complicated engineering squeezed into teeny-tiny cases. Use of expensive stuff, such as hand-cut diamonds, precious materials, and chunks of meteorites. Unique pieces collectible owned by celebrities or long-dead people. To show you what exclusivity and luxury really look like, we've listed the 5 most expensive watch brands in the world. The demonstration of near-perfect craftsmanship, unparalleled aesthetic sensibility, and the passion for pushing boundaries distinguish these brands as luxury watchmakers. 5. A. Lange & Söhne. Headquarter: Germany. Price range: $11,000 to $2,600,000. The meticulously handcrafted timepieces of A. Lange & Söhne are available in over 70 countries. Just a few thousand A. Lange & Söhne wristwatches are manufactured each year. All of them feature a unique design and appearance that is closer to the classic British style. In Philips Geneva auction 2018, A. Lange & Söhne 1815 homaged Walter Lange was sold for $85.2 million. It was the first 1815 model that featured jumping seconds hands, a complication developed by the founder Ferdinand and Adolf Lange. 4. Breguet. Headquarter: Switzerland. Price range: $10,000 to $6.8 million. Breguet is one of the oldest surviving brands and a pioneer of several watch manufacturing technologies, including the tourbillon, which was created by its inventor Abraham Breguet in 1801. Timepieces of this brand are often recognized for their blue palm hands, Gillick dials, and coin edge cases. In addition to clocks and wristwatches, the company also produces women's jewelry, cufflinks, and writing instruments. 3. Vacheron Constantin. Headquarter: Switzerland. Price range: $15,000 to $11 million. Vacheron Constantin was founded in 1755, and since 1992, it has been a part of the Swiss Richemont Group. The company has opened 15 boutiques and over 500 shops in 80 countries. In Antiquorum's Geneva auction 2005, the Vacheron Constantin pocket watch Ref. 1, owned by King Fuad of Egypt, was sold for $2.77 million. In the same event, the wristwatch Tourdoidal fetched $1.56 million. 2. Rolex. Headquarter: Switzerland. Price range: $20,000 to $18 million. Rolex is the biggest watchmaker of Swiss-made certified chronometers. In 2019, it produced more than 800,000 timepieces, generating a total revenue of $5.2 billion. In 2020, Forbes ranked Rolex as the world's 8th most valuable brand. Paul Newman's Rolex Daytona currently holds the title of the 3rd most expensive watch and 2nd most expensive wristwatch ever sold at auction, about $17.7 million. In NYC in 2017, the company's 2nd most expensive watch, the 1971 Rolex Daytona Reference 626 Unicorn, was sold for $5.9 million in 2018. In terms of retail price, the most expensive Rolex ever manufactured was the GMT Ice Ref, which costs $485,000. The company has also built specific pieces suitable for the extremes of aviation, mountain climbing, caving, and deep-sea diving. The Rolex Seed Weller, produced in 1967, for instance, had a helium release valve to eject the helium gas buildup during decompression. 1. Patek Philippe. Headquarter: Switzerland. Price range: $20,000 to $31 million. Founded in 1839, Patek Philippe is one of the world's oldest watch manufacturers with an uninterrupted watchmaking history. It has more than 400 retail locations worldwide and over a dozen distribution centers across North America, Europe, Oceania, and Asia. The real beauty of the company's product design lies in its movements. Only a watch geek can truly appreciate the excessive detail of every individual part. Whether modern or vintage, Patek Philippe presale value trumps all other watchmakers. As of 2020, among the world's top 10 most expensive watches ever sold at auctions, 7 are Patek Philippe watches. At Sotheby's Geneva auction 2014, the Henry Graves Super Complication was sold for $23.98 million. In Christie's Geneva auction 2019, Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime Ref. 6300010 was sold for over $31.1 million, which currently holds the title of the most expensive watch ever sold at auction. Patek Philippe has also built some of the most complicated mechanical pocket watches. Henry Graves Super Complication, for example, contains 920 individual parts, 120 removable components, 110 wheels, 430 screws, and 70 jewels, all handcrafted on a tiny scale.